How's it going, everybody? Tyler here. Ooh, really bright. Happy summer. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. Walking around doing some errands. Figured I'd take you along on the walk. Yeah. It's one of the good things, I guess, with living now in New Jersey is things are walkable. So I can go, do the usual daily errands and not have to use a car, which is great because the truck is not the most fuel efficient. So, hey, you can get the exercise out there and it's beautiful weather. A little too sunny for filming, so that's why I'm in the shade. Figured I'd film while in the shade. I am filming with a new camera. Oh my gosh, that is way too bright. Traded in some of my lenses that I wasn't using and used that to get a small camera. So I still have my big one, big chunky one, but yeah. So I'm actually really curious to see what this footage looks like, if it's usable at all, if it's super shaky or what, because this is not as good as the other camera, but I think doable for this kind of stuff. We're doing pretty good getting settled into the new apartment and the space, obviously, and things to be excited for. Lots of workshops booked, potential performance opportunities. Everything is tentative though. Nothing's like locked in, With the way the world is right now, you can't really lock in anything. You kind of just put things on the calendar, plan like you're going to it, and then just cross your fingers that it's going to happen. Actually, they just announced, I think, in New York City that we're going to be back into a mask-on mandate for indoor stuff, all indoor stuff, which not fun, but it's what we're used to at this point. I think Maddie's, sad because all her classes and auditions and all those things she's doing in New York City, she's started to kind of get used to not having to wear a mask anymore. She's going to have to wear a mask again, I think, and not too happy about that. But what are you gonna do? It's out of your control. Take a look. This is right next to our apartment. It's like a little wraparoundy street that then like kind of scoots out down there. Let's see if we can get rid of here. It's kind of cool. Kind of like, and then you're off into the road. I don't know if you can see this from here, but it's big cities out over there. Ooh. It is a bright day. I keep repeating that, but it just is. It's a perfect day to go outside and do stuff. Enjoy the summer because I hate the winter. So these are those days you soak in that make the winter time bearable. Yeah, that view never gets old. Whew. Again, sunny day. So the CLRG Nationals just finished up, the American ones at least, and I've been talking to a lot of the dancers who were there, and I've been listening to a lot of the should've, would've, could've's of their training for that competition, what they would have done differently, X, Y, and Z, their material, what worked, what didn't, what they can improve on, all that fun stuff. And a lot of it came down to the amount of practice they're doing, all of them doing the crunch time, 2 weeks before, everybody working real hard leading up to it. But I always asked, all right, well, during kind of the more downtimey parts of your year, what were you doing? And a lot of them were like, other things. Not the dancing. And they weren't consistent. And they started to get consistent as the competitions got closer. So that brought up a really great teachable moment. When's the best time to improve your Irish dancing? And to me, in all honesty, that is directly after a major competition or during the downtime, we would call it. In Irish dancing, you know, if you're competing, the competitions happen year-round, so it's kind of hard to find those moments, and sometimes you want to fill those moments with other things if you have other interests and whatnot. But those truly are the times where you can make the most improvements because there isn't that pressure of a competition coming up, you know. Let's see, how does that look? Is that better? And another big one is flexibility. Talk about that a lot, how anybody can get flexibility in Irish dancing, anybody can get stamina in Irish dancing, and those two things are really like the predominant things when it comes down to Irish dancing. Do you have the energy to last, 3 straight steps through? Do you have the flexibility to do the tricks that are required? More than ever, a necessity to have those kicks where they need to be and whatnot. But flexibility in general just makes Irish dancing easier, and what better time to do that than during the off season? The problem, and what usually happens, is we go on summer break and we go to our vacations and we do other things and we don't keep up with our daily stretching and we lose it. And that's the opposite of what we want. But I really do think, to get even into more specifics, the summer is the best time to make your improvements in Irish dancing. It is a time where a lot of people slack off. And it is a competition. You're against other people. And you got to think, on any given day, if you're not putting in the work, somebody else is. That storyline could be reversed as well. You could be the one putting in that day-to-day effort. And it doesn't need to be much. Stretching, obviously, like that doesn't take too much time. That's 5 minutes, each day. You can do that at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, during your Netflix, or those chill times when you're not really doing anything to begin with. But dancing, just putting in a little work on some exercises, focusing in on a specific trick or a specific combination that you wish you could have done, executed a little better at nationals or wherever. That doesn't take 3 hours each day. That takes like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 5 minutes to put on your shoes and do a little warm-up. But it doesn't take much. And so that little bit of work each day accumulates over time, and summer is a good couple months. 2 months of little trickly daily training really adds up to when you hit the fall, when all the qualifiers are and all those bigger geared up competitions start happening. You're jumping into that from a much better place than if you sat back at the pool all summer. We have to also remember that Irish dancing is a mental game, and when we have those months and months of accumulated little bits of training throughout going into those competitions, that confidence, knowing we've put all the work in, we've done the hard work, now we can go out there with nothing to lose. It definitely puts your head in a better place going into those more crunch time months. So, wrapping things up, you're an Irish dancer, you want to improve, you want to make good on your next year of competition or performance or whatever it is. Take advantage of those down months, the months where nothing much is going on. Just a little bit each day adds up over time. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to be heading down to the gym next, get a bit of a workout in, get a good stretch in, start getting the legs ready. I have a feeling that this fall is going to be a very dance-heavy season for me. So, do what I preach. I'm going to head down there and get a good workout in. But I will see you all in the next video. Happy dancing, and catch you later. Peace.